In this episode of CobbTV, we are talking about Motown's Benny Benjamin.
Yes, and be sure to like and subscribe for more epic musical content.
Now, Benny Benjamin is one of the more prolific studio drummers of all time, playing on many of Motown's classic hits. In fact, in those early days, Berry Gordy only wanted James Jamerson and Benny Benjamin as the rhythm section. He comes from a traditional jazz background, and his influences were Buddy Rich and Tito Puente. And in fact, you can actually hear some of those Latin influences coming through his drumming on the track I Heard It Through the Grapevine by Gladys Knight and the Pips. Another track where you can hear those Latin influences coming through by way of the tom-toms is Money, That's What I Want. Notice something already by the way Benny uses the toms. He uses them in a very musical way, I would say even melodic. And the song Going to a Go-Go by Smoky Robinson is another great example of the way he uses those tom-toms in a musical way. And of course, we have to talk about that classic Motown fill that Benny Benjamin invented. In fact, a lot of those tracks would start with lead-offs on the drums, doing a drum fill. And the classic Motown fill, as we know it, incorporates a 6-stroke roll. It's going to go right, left, left, right, right, left, right, and then right. And there's lots of variations of this. And really the emphasis is on this rhythm. Ba, 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 ba. And if you listen to the song My Girl, the lead-in into the chorus, there's space for the drum fills, and he leads in with the 6-stroke roll, but then kind of goes back to that more simple rhythm. Another important thing of note is that after a drum fill, he wouldn't normally go to a crash cymbal. Most people, when they play drum fills, they hit a crash right after. And even in transitions, he wouldn't bother with the crash cymbal. And I think a lot of that had to do with the recording process. And of course, the classic Motown beat. A lot of those Motown songs had emphasis on the quarter notes, and that's Benny playing the snares on all 4 beats while doing syncopation on the bass drum, and that's something that is kind of synonymous with Motown. And of course, the song Sugar Pie Honey Bunch has the lead off with that crazy 6-stroke roll fill into that classic Motown beat. Another classic Motown artist that Benny Benjamin recorded with quite a bit is the Supremes with lead singer Diana Ross. And a lot of those Supreme tracks, you can hear him kind of leading off with the bass drum in the intro, locking in with James Jamerson's bass lines. And I love that, and I love You Can't Hurry Love, that classic feel, that two-beat feel that is very, very influential and oddly similar to songs like I'm Walking on the Sunshine, or even Iggy Pop's song Lust for Life. To say, out of all these songs that I've talked about, my favorite Benny Benjamin beat is really a simple one. It's one of the Four Tops songs, and it's Baby I Need Your Lovin'. Starts out with a classic Motown fill in the groove. Once he gets into it, he's just locked in like a metronome, even like a drum machine. That groove never changes, not even one single variation, and that tempo is unwavering. Just a few short examples of Benny Benjamin's drumming style. I tried to pick a few different tracks to highlight the variety and versatility of Benny Benjamin's playing. He really added so much to those early Motown records, alright? So be sure to give this video a like for Benny Benjamin, and don't forget to subscribe for more epic musical content. But in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.